Right guys, welcome back to a build video, and I've got something that's a little bit rustic, a little bit farmhouse, and it's something that's not new. It's just that my daughter Lilia asked me to make her one of these for her friends, and there's some specific requirements for it. It's got to hold 6 bottles and it's got to hold 5 wine glasses. Why that is that, I don't know, I haven't got a clue, but I thought I'd give it a go, and I thought I'd include it in my woodworking videos because it is good for beginner woodworkers to do this. And like I said, I've seen this in these various versions about flying about on sort of Etsy and Pinterest and all them kind of places, but this was a specific size, so I thought I'd do it. And I've still got a little bit of this pine left what I need to get rid of. I know I said I was pushing myself on the builds, but this is just doing there, and it's all warped and cupped, and I was actually just going to sort of chop it up and use it for firewood, but so this was sort of the perfect sort of project for it really. She wants it not looking too modern, she wants it farmhouse, rustic, all that kind of vibe going off. So this is what you can do with this, and you can do this out of reclaimed wood, pallet wood. They look exceptional done in pallets, these, so it's always worth, you know, trying something like this. There's no sort of complicated joinery involved in it, and you can see there how sort of cut that is, and there. So I'm just going to work with what I've got and how I've got it. So first thing I've got to do is get my head round the 6 bottles and the 5 wine glasses, and I think I've sort of worked that out off camera. I've got a calculator out, and I, you know, got some bottles out, and I measured and done all that kind of thing, so hopefully it's right. So like I said, round sort of saws and that, make sure you're safe, nice and safe, fingers away from everything. And this is this little Enjoy Wood square I reviewed on my review channel. Go and have a look at that on my other channel, my Tool Labs channel. I'll put links in the description, and it's quite good, it's really good. So here I went through this about 4 or 5 times here just to get the measurements right. As you can see there, that was all wrong that time. And then I'm using a calculator now to sort of broke out the technology, and that's the sort of spacing I need, and hopefully that this time that's right. So it's a simple case of just marking it all up, ready for sort of shaping and cutting and that kind of stuff. And I just want to take the opportunity to ask guys, it's been a known fact now that YouTube and the algorithm are pushing small creators like myself backwards, so they can sort of push the bigger creators that earn sort of more revenue for them and that kind of thing. So if you like what I'm doing, please consider subscribing, hit the notifications. It would massively help, and that goes for other creators. If you like other small creators, you know, go and subscribe to them. It doesn't cost you nothing, and it makes a massive difference. The more sort of subscribers and the more notifications I can sort of make some more content, and I want to make real content. I don't want to make manufactured content. I'm not into that. As you can see from my videos, I try to keep them as real as I can. I don't do second takes or anything like that. So the content you're getting from me is 100% genuine. So please do consider subscribing. Right, that's that mouthful out of the way. So I'm just putting some shape into the front here. This was like an optional thing that I just thought I'd do, just to give it a bit of character, I suppose. And then I'm just using a Shinto rasp here, Japanese rasp, or a Japanese file, whatever you want to call it, but I call it a rasp, just to sort of get it down. It takes a lot of stock off very, very quickly, this rasp. It really is a good tool, another handy tool. I might actually do a review on this as well. So I'm just taking my time. You only need very light pressure, and it takes a hell of a lot off. The trick with it is don't push too hard. If you push too hard, it just digs in and sort of don't do nothing. It's a very light stroke, and you'll get like a muscle memory and momentum going with it. So I'm just boring some holes here, nothing special. I'm just using I think it's a 12mm Forstner bit. Just taking my time. Now I do get a bit of tear out on the other side, but you're not going to see that anyway. I do clean it up and you won't see that section. So I'm just striking lines here, and then I'll just jigsaw that out, and that is for the stems of the glasses. I'm hoping and praying there that I've got it right. So it's good, you get a good practice with a number of tools as this, like the jigsaw, marking and measuring, all that kind of thing. It is a real good practice project to do. And you could easily sell these on like your local selling platforms, Facebook Marketplace, etc. I don't sell them, I just make them for the enjoyment and for the videos, but this was just something that was asked of me to do. So it had a bit of a split in the wood there, so I just glue in the split just to sort of strengthen it a bit, and then I just put a load of sawdust over it and sand over, and you won't even know it's there. And then just in there, I'm just sort of easing over them corners just so they're not as sharp, not too sharp. And everything gets a good hand sand here where I've rasped it. And then right in the centre, I'll just get a file in there because I can't get anything in there. So I'm just pre-drilling some holes here and countersink. Like I say, you don't need to screw this together. You could sort of just glue it and brad nail it all together, and that'd be perfectly fine. I just opted to screw it, but there's no sort of right or wrong way how to make these. And everything gets pre-finished here with a 180 grit sandpaper. I'm just adding some stain now. I'm just doing this outside. Shelley was going to do the stain for me, but she refused to because she's just had her nails done and she's not touching stain, she said. Mind you, I wouldn't, the price she pays for it. So again, I'm just marking out some holes here just for screw placements, and these you won't see. Just taking it nice and easy, not to go through because the wood's that soft. But I have got some fantastic projects coming up using hardwood, so please do make sure you subscribe to the channel for that. And I'm just sort of, before I put it together, the bits that I'm not going to get into, sort of like the rustic vibe look, I'm just sort of sanding that into it now as I go. No, I'm just gluing this section here and screwing it. The glue's probably not going to do much there because it's already I've already pre-stained it, but it gets screwed as well, and it is glued, so it'll help a little bit, I suppose. And I just simply screw that together from the back. It was really sort of difficult to work with the cupping in the wood, so I had to make sure the orientations were the right way round and for it to work, and which it did in the end. So again, more sort of sanding in some look to it, sanding in a look. And I'm just screwing that front section on. And then I'm just cutting and adding some plugs, and I just go over it again with a light stain, which you won't see. I'm not going to bore you with that, just to sort of blend in the plugs ever so slightly. I still want the plugs to be sort of, you know, seen, because that gives it, that's part of the look, the charm of it, so to speak. And just sand everything, getting everything nice and clean, and that's when I just go back and go over it with a bit of stain again. And now I'm outside again. I'm just using a simple car lacquer to bring out the sort of grain, the vibe of it, and to give it a bit of protection. And this will just be simply mounted onto a wall, so there's 2 screw holes on the back, but you could do French cleats. Here's it's finished. So as you can see there, there's 4 bottles of wine, but you can get 6 in there. and there's places at the bottom for 6 glasses. So let me know in the comments, guys, what you think of this. I know you've probably seen them before, but I just thought I'd include it in my videos, and it's something that everybody should really try once to make. And as you can see there, the glasses are at the bottom, so they all fit correctly as they should. So I've nailed it in terms of what she wanted. But what do you guys think? Let me know. And it doesn't take long to make. This doesn't take long to make, so you could batch these out easily. Right, guys, thanks for watching. See you on next one.